All right, so running on E, we know what it is. I
Yes.
would like to say running on E is a privilege, but I'm used to running on that negative E. You know, that negative E squared.
Running on E is like playing Russian roulette because you never know. You get down to that little red bar
Mm-hmm.
on your gas tank, you just never know when the car is gonna shut off for
Yeah,
real.
that's so
People be like,
true.
"I know I got 5 more miles." I got, like, 7 miles. Some people like, "I got 10 miles on
It
red."
has been on
Uh,
zero for the last 2 days. Like,
yeah.
you are
Mm,
really pushing it, literally,
exactly.
to the limit.
Yeah.
Port of Miami. Sorry, I heard it. I heard it. I had to do it. But let's talk about realistic support strategies. So when you're a single mom, you're taking care of these kids on your own, and we all need sleep. You know, we are human, even though we consider ourselves superheroes from time to time. We have to really understand that lowering the bar is okay. Like lower the bar of not only our unrealistic expectations, but also societal unrealistic expectations of us as
Exactly.
mothers. So not every night needs to be a perfect routine. I used to kill myself every night doing a perfect routine, even when I was
The stress alone will kill you, and the sleep deprivation will help it, so you don't need to kill yourself too.
but I just told myself in order for me to possibly have a good night's sleep, I needed to go ahead and give myself my son a bubble bath. I need to go ahead and give him a massage when I moisturize him to make sure he was okay and
Mm.
relaxed. I need to go ahead and read the books until he started to close his eyes. I need to go ahead and rock him in his rocker until he fell asleep. Place him down gently into his crib, crawl out army style, and then I'll be able to get some rest.
Ugh.
20 minutes later, like, it would be right back
Um,
to like it never happened. Never happened.
think that I probably tried to supermom with the first kid, but
Oh,
after
this is my
each
first one.
kid
This is my first one.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. After each kid, I just you know how people be like, "Fuck them kids?" But I don't really feel like that. At first, I used to be offended when people said that. How dare someone? They don't even care.
Mhm.
Like, the stuff that you be caring about, they don't care.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we just have to, like, detach from, like, the societal norms when it comes to motherhood, especially single motherhood. I mean, it's already not perfect because it
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be like that in the first place, so
This is true.
trying to hold yourself to this sense of perfection is just
Like you got support. Like you got
it's
somebody to, say, "Well,
it's
I'll do Monday,
insane.
Wednesday, Friday. You do Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then Sunday will alternate every other week."
It never works like that because, like, in real life, the person who was supposed to be supporting you is technically gone
Or was never there.
or was never there or gives you little to no support.
Yeah.
And
While
if
there.
there is support, listen, it's inconsistent at best.
Yeah.
So, not every night needs to be perfect.
Yeah.
No night needs to be perfect. It just needs to be a calm, peaceful night.
Yeah.
That's what I strive for.
Yeah.
Peace, calmness. Let's get to bed. Let's relax. However we make it there.
And that moves me to my next point is that some nights survival is was perfect. Survival is
Mhm.
success. To
E-
just be able to lay down all of your bodies and just be
Exactly.
together, be separate, or be, like you said, calm at the moment. So that's what's really important.
Exactly.
So some of the things that I pull myself out of trying to have that perfect nighttime routine and of hopes of believing this it. This the night I'm gonna sleep 8 hours. This the night I'm gonna sleep 10 hours. This tonight is making sure that I create micro rest moments throughout the day if possible, or mainly before bedtime. So 10 minutes of lying down. We're just in our pajamas.
Mhm.
We're already showered. We're already moisturized. We're just lying down. Maybe it's on the couch. Maybe it's not necessarily in the bed. Maybe it's on the lazy boy. Just lying down with no TV, no phone, no distractions, nothing. Just quietness. And then once I'm able to get them down, that I also have my time of quietness, no TV, no phone, anything like that, and doing some deep breathing. I don't think I've consciously thought about a deep breathing routine. It's like my body just needed it. Like finding when the day was over with, work is over
Hmm.
with, school drop off pickup is over with, making lunches is over with, meetings is over with, going and running errands for family is over with, putting trash out, bringing the trash can. It's just like I survived.
Then there's me on the other hand. Once I realized that I was outnumbered in my home,
What?
I was outnumbered. So it was like me against the natives
What
every
you
fucking
mean?
night. I mean, I tried sleep routines for a little bit, and then I just gave them the rules. Like, if you go to bed late, you still got to get up in the morning.
Mhm.
So you better make the right choice because you know who's going to sleep? Me.
I had to choose me.
Listen, I had to start choosing me because when I was running on fumes, like I told you, like I was in that car accident and I was just running, running, running.
Mhm.
And a lot of the times, if you don't set boundaries for yourself, like your kids don't have the right boundaries either. They're not going to respect your boundaries. Like, so, you know, I was staying up at night charting for work, trying to get their stuff ready, trying to do this, trying to do that. In my body, eventually I was just falling asleep wherever, right? But thinking that I was doing something. Now I just have when my body says I need a nap, for the most part, I take 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, them power naps be like, I come back as a Power Ranger.
Have you made any micro changes for your nighttime routine? Other than, I guess, just telling him them what's the rules and then shutting your door?
Well, the door's not shut, so they can come, like, if they need something.
Mhm.
But once I retire to my room, I'm retired to my room. Like the name mom, that retires at a certain time at night.
What?
Listen, listen, listen. I'd be like, "Oh, she's off." I ain't really off, but like, at this time, it's time for them to get ready, get your clothes. They know what they need to do. They're
Mm,
10, 12, and 18 now. So it's like, before y'all had me running around ragged. I was just looking crazy, feeling crazy, running on fumes, and it just wasn't good for my health.
yeah,
Like I said, when you don't get sleep, I ended up with AFib, right? That's a problem. So not getting sleep could put you on track for heart disease, right?
yeah.
I don't want that, but I got it, like,
Mhm.
so I just had to make changes so I could actually be here longer for them.
Do
I
you,
do
like,
meditate
shut
now.
down a house? Do you, like, dim the lights and, like, everything's
I
locked up, everything's shut down?
You know what I've been doing?
What?
Trusting God and going to bed, cause
The light's still on it?
sometimes I can't be
What?
perfect every night. Like, I tried cause I don't like the electric bill,
Girl, that
but,
electric bill be coming in swing.
crazy now. It's crazy now.
Yeah,
I feel like I pay more in, electric than I pay for my mortgage.
that's crazy.
Mhm, who you telling?
And it's illegal too, tell you the truth, like, y'all gonna get a settlement somehow, some way, 'cause that sounds great.
Yeah, it is absolutely crazy. I have started doing some meditation or listening to music before we go to bed.
Mhm.
I tell the kids like get your reading. I have started them doing reading before bed. Like they gotta do their
So no devices?
25-minute reading and I'll have my son read and then before he goes to bed, come tell me what he read about so I can make sure that he understood it.
Mm,
And then I pray with him and go to bed. I say, hey, try sleeping in your own bed. Cool. Most nights they do.
mhm,
But if you wander back to mommy's room, that's fine. Just find a space. Don't wake me up.
mm. See,
You
these
know,
just I hear them as soon as they get out of bed, I hear them and my eyes open, and I'm, like,
I used
waiting for
to.
them little footprints to reach my room, and I'm like,
Actually, I do still hear them coming down the steps,
"Yeah." It's
but
only a couple of occasions I woke up, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like, and that's scary because like, I heard nothing. That's how tired I was.
that means you passed out. That means you passed
Yes,
out.
I did. I'm like, "It's dangerous."
I did give them like, hey, turn your TV off, turn the lights off. I gave them rules. So, they follow them to the best of their ability, but I cannot be a helicopter mom and also like survive
Mhm,
at this point. Like they have to take some responsibility. I take care of everything because I am a single mom. I can't be in every place at every single time and still wake them up in the morning because I'm still required to wake them up because the alarm clocks, they don't care about those. I set your alarm. I say it every night. And they be like, "Oh, mom, I heard it, but I hit snooze."
mhm.
Like, what does that mean for me? I already did school. That's what I keep saying. Like, I already did this, but I still got to do it again. So, setting boundaries for me, it has helped to relax my nervous system. I will say,
Yes.
like,
The nervous
and not,
system is such a huge impact on all of us, especially women, especially mothers.
yeah,
Your nervous system
yeah.
be on fire.
I feel like now that I have accepted and detached from like society's norms when it comes to like setting a bedtime routine and trying to do everything perfectly, I can relax in my mind because then you're your worst critic. Like you're like, "Oh, they're tired in the morning because they didn't go to bed on time." Well, I told them to.
But that's what I
They didn't
see, my
listen.
children are younger than yours, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm really big on the bedtime routine because not it's not like when they're that young, they don't understand why
Hmm.
they're cranky and mad the next day. They don't
Hmm.
understand this is a consequence of me staying up later when mommy told me to go to bed or me acted up last
Hmm.
night and I didn't wanna go to bed. Now it's not only my issue, now it's their teacher's issue or, you know, I don't want them to have a bad day because
Yeah,
they
I
didn't
don't
do
want them to have a bad day
but
either.
your
But
kids are old
but
enough that they, like, could bear that responsibility, like, "Dang,
yeah,
this
I
is
was about to
really
say
cute."
because I was like,
Versus
we
my
all got
kids, "I'm
choices to
just mad
make.
at everybody, I don't care who it is, who wants some?" Like sorry, he didn't go to bed," or, they don't blame the kids, they blame you.
Listen, I am unapologetic at this point in my life. I've gotten through look, there's one that's 18 now, so I'm like, "Thank God." But, from all of this sleep deprivation, you do get, like, mom fatigue, when the oldest one just turned 18, for a split second, I was like, "Shit, I made it." And then I realized that there were still 2 more.
Yeah, but you decreased it by 1. That's a
No.
huge deal.
Well, kinda.
I mean, she'll be leaving to go to college this year. When you look at it that way, say that. She'll be leaving to go to college this year. So then you'll
Okay.
really only have 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Like, I don't even know what that life is
Yeah.
like anymore.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like, I'm excited that she's grown up and going to college,
Mhm.
but, like, you know, these 2 are getting it together. They're getting on the bus together, they're a little closer in age, and I do feel a lot more calm, a lot more stable and steady in my mind, about my skills as a mother,
Mhm.
This one is still alive and breathing. I used to watch her chest go up and down when she was little. I think we should talk about realistic support strategies when it comes to sleep. Like on the weekends, being able to make sure we send them to like family members or see you
If you have a
when you
support
can.
system, some people
Yeah. Okay.
don't,
So let's say,
but go ahead.
all right. So let's talk about realistic support strategies. And that includes your support system, right? So everybody doesn't have a support system, but if you do, or if you're able to,
Utilize.
yes, absolutely.
Utilize. What's the word
Absolutely.
of the day?
Utilize your support system. When you are tired, ask for help. When they nap, we nap just like that.
I never succeeded at it. I was a nap when they nap failure, and I just gave up on it. But yeah, definitely
Um,
utilize your support system. How do you utilize your support system to help with your deprivation?
on the weekends, my son loves playing with his cousin, which is more like his brother.
Mhm.
So, I got 2 sisters. They got kids. All the cousins are like siblings. So, on a weekend, I'm a single parent. So, the kids say they want to go play. Absolutely. Go play with your cousins. And during that time, that's the time I get for me to catch up on sleep or other things that I want to do.
Mhm.
Some adulting, some sleeping, but rejuvenating my body is what I focus on when the kids are away, maybe for the weekend. Because my support system really just includes my sisters and my brother in law.
Mhm.
And as far as like childcare goes, I take a break when I can.
Mhm.
I also, during the times that they have extracurricular activities, I take naps
Like at
in the
their
car.
practice or their game?
Oh, yeah. Not the games, but, like, at
Leave
the
her the
practice.
games, girl.
Girl, I mean, if I had to, I would. Like,
Oh.
my body if my body go to sleep, ain't nothing I could do. It's involuntary.
Mm.
But that's not my intention, but I'm saying, like, if they go in for a practice and I can shut my eyes for, like, 15, 20 minutes while they're out in the field, because my son plays soccer. Like, I don't gotta be on the field. Like, typically, I'm in my car, and he'll be on the field, or he's in the gym with his futsal and, sitting on the bleachers. I'm finishing
Mhm.
up work or sitting back, relaxing, listening to music. Listen, something else has your child's attention for the moment. Take a break. It's okay to take a break. They are happy and fulfilled in what they're doing. Utilize your support system. That is part of the support system that you pay for. But like, your family, your friends, like work with them.
Mhm.
You know, I watch my sister's kids too, so they can get a break. Like some nights we just swap. I'll have all the girls, they'll have all the
My
boys.
mom and my aunt used to do that. My aunt had 2 boys and a girl, and my mom had myself and my older brother, and they would do that every other weekend. One weekend, my mom would get the girls, one weekend, my aunt would get the girls, and then they'll just
Mhm.
swap back and forth, and it worked out perfectly. It gave them a chance to just chill.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Like, 'cause
And you need
the
that
boys
show.
gonna play with each other, the girls gonna play with each other. It
Mhm.
actually is good weekend 'cause you can watch them, but you actually having your own weekend at the same time.
Exactly. I be in my
Hungry?
room, they don't even be worried about me.
Yeah.
I be like, "Oh, what you need?" There's food,
They be like, "Why are
there
you
is
bothering us?"
shelter, you're safe, there are activities. Auntie's here if
Yeah,
you need her.
exactly.
And for me, I got 2 sisters, so it's like, "Hey, listen, we swap out so they can have date nights, and they
Mhm.
swap out so I can have date nights." Like,
Yeah,
it works. You just have to don't be afraid to ask. And it's okay if someone says no if they don't have the capacity to do so.
exactly, and just like you give them grace, you give yourself grace as well,
Exactly.
because realizing that, exhaustion doesn't mean you're failing.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I ever felt like I was failing because I was tired. I just felt more
Mhm.
so like this is unrealistic. I shouldn't have to do this much.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to
That's what
be
it is.
doing this much every single day to put a dent, a teeny tiny dent in a list that should have been split equally between 2 adults. I shouldn't have to do
Exactly.
that. So being a single mom, realizing that it is literally only me now,
Mhm.
I give myself grace because I knew how hard it was to be a single married mom and taking care of a whole 'nother adult human being. It wasn't what it was, but it just
Well, you know what? I will say this. It is a blessing not to be taking care of a whole nother adult human being
absolutely.
anymore. Like, that does wonders for your nervous system.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still on fire, but it ain't
Yeah, but
sizzling. You know what I'm
it's like
saying?
extra weight off. Like, you just dropped, like, a good 250, 100 pounds that she was carrying around. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So, what do you tell yourself on hard days, Quay? What do you really say to yourself?
What I really say to myself is more recently, I've been telling myself that all my thoughts aren't true.
Mm,
Because sometimes, I get anxious and I always play the what if game in my mind. And then sometimes I gotta be like, girl, stop.
I don't even
It's
let
not that
myself even
serious.
start, but if we it tries to start, and then before I can even give her, I'm like, "Stop it. We're not doing that."
Yeah. And, I really, on the rough days, just try to stay focused because there's always that long ass list of things that you need to get done. And I really just do one thing after another. And somehow, if you don't, focus on like, oh my God, there's so much to get done, it still gets done. Like you just conquer one task at a time. And if, something's left over, you save it for the next day. I stopped being so hard on myself. I've allowed myself to be a little softer to me
Mm,
when I engage in self-care because like I was saying before I was my worst critic. And then like at some point you realize like you run in circles around all these other fucking people.
right?
Like, I don't even know if anybody can handle the days that I go through. Single mothering is not for the weak. No, you're like strong as fuck, beautiful as fuck, resilient as fuck. Like, I have to do positive affirmations. Like, I got this shit, even when I don't feel like it. And if I get sad, I realize and I tell myself, this is temporary.
Yeah.
This feeling that I got is temporary. And it really is. Like, you may get down for a moment, but you got shit to do. So, you cry for a second and then you keep it moving. Like,
I would say when sleep deprivation is heavy, you gotta remind yourself, "I'm doing the best I can. What I
Mhm.
got." Ain't that what Mariah Carey said? "But what I got," which is limited sleep,
Yeah,
okay? I'm not
exactly.
gonna meet all the marks, and I'm not worried about it. Like, I am literally doing the best I can, and then, like you said, also the season, it won't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Even
It doesn't.
happiness, joy doesn't last forever.
Exactly.
Angriness doesn't last forever. Depression doesn't last forever. All this
Or
none of that
doesn't.
lasts forever.
Temporary.
Is temporary. And also my exhaustion does not define my worth. Well,
Exactly.
I feel like that's what I
Absolutely.
was fighting for, my worth, to prove it to not only others, but most importantly to myself when I was trying to do that
You
perfect
just gotta remember that
sleep.
you are worthy, period.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't have to prove yourself to anybody.
Mm,
Once you get past that, you get a sense of freedom,
yeah.
like in mental clarity. Otherwise you trap yourself in this prison of perfection. That's what
Mhm.
I call it, you
Yeah,
know?
and also it holds you into, like, I don't wanna say purgatory, like, perfection purgatory, like, you just can't move forward because 'cause you're still mad about what happened 2, 3 nights ago and how that messed up the whole routine for the next day and how you're gonna try to make it better, and then you keep going back to, "Yeah, I'm doing okay now, but what about when I, dropped the ball back then?" Girl, you gonna make yourself crazy. Then who your kids got? Then who your kids got? If you worried about some little small stuff, but did you die? No,
No.
you survived, and so did those kids. That mean you winning, boo. You winning, boo.
I think we just need to talk to ourselves. The love and encouragement we give our children?
Mhm.
Sometimes you need to be talk to yourself like that.
Yep.
Like, girl, you got this. You got this. It's okay to yawn. You see how you tried to hold that yawn in?
Yep,
It's
I
okay to be
did. I didn't
tired.
wanna be all good. I did. I wanna did.
It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be human. Tell yourself that too. You've been super all day. Shit. You can sit back and breathe, relax.
Breathe, let it out.
You know,
Let it in, let it out.
you also got to give yourself like moments of validation.
Like what?
Like, no one said this to you lately. Right now, what you're doing is incredibly hard. And
True,
you're killing it.
true. Y'all hear that,
You know,
fellow single mom?
I'm allowed to be tired.
Yes, true.
And you don't gotta put the D on the end. Save the D for other fun times. You're allowed to rest.
Rest is not a
You're allowed
reward,
to
as we said before.
exactly.
It's a
You're allowed to need help, support. You're allowed to ask. It doesn't make you less than.
nope.
And you don't need to be strong all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I gave up on
Yeah,
that. I'm a strong single mother. I'm a strong black woman. I'm a strong. I know what I'm capable of. You gotta
exactly.
advertise it. Who I'm trying to prove? Who am I proving this to? Who? I know what I'm capable of. I don't need to advertise it. Okay? I'm not trying to be strong all the time. Cause when you strong all the time, ain't nobody coming to check for you. Ain't nobody coming to support you. Ain't nobody coming to congratulate you. It's what's expected. So
No one's coming to save you.
exactly.
So flex your muscles all you want. No one cares.
If you need to say that to yourself to motivate yourself and for the time being, okay. But
Yeah.
you don't need to be screaming it from the rooftop. First of all, how did you get up there? Were you fixing the roof? Like, come, like get down. Oh, you hurt yourself. Yeah. All right. So we want to thank you for spending this time with us. You know, if this episode, if
It is what?
right, if this episode felt like a mirror, share it with another single mom who might need to feel seen. We want you to subscribe, leave a review. Go ahead and send us a text. There's a link underneath our episode and description that you could send a text directly to Single Mom Honey. Or if you wanted to send us an email, singlemomhoney@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Single Mom Honey Official. Lastly, please go ahead and join the community. Be a part of it so we can swap tea and honey all day long with fellow single moms like ourselves at Tea Time with Single Mom Honey on Facebook. We're looking forward to you joining so we can all start the dialogue that is necessary to not only uplift one another, but ourselves. So remember, rural.
And listen. Until next time, remember to be gentle with yourself.
Yes.
Rest when you can. And remember that you are doing enough and you are more than enough.
Absolutely. So join us next week for another episode.
All right, I'm Quay. I cover the health.
I'm Aisha. I cover money.
You bring the tea.
And we got the honey.
All right, see you next time.
Bye.